Today I'm decorating my home for Valentine's Day, but also kind of easing into spring at the same time. I am using mostly thrifted pieces along with things I already had on hand, a few retail finds, and a couple of simple DIYs to pull everything together. Most of the decor I'm using today is thrifted. I did buy some retail pieces, but most of it, like I said, is thrifted. As you can see, here are some of the pieces that I picked up at TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, and then also things that I just pulled out of my stash. One thing that I was able to actually DIY and repurpose was this swag, I think is what you call it. It had some of the most beautiful colors in it to use for Valentine's Day, and you will see that I have distributed this one swag piece all over my house and was able to use it. And this only cost me originally at Goodwill $1.99. So that's why I say look at pieces like this for what they could be. I've had this in my storage for almost a year, and I was able to take it completely apart and use so many of these florals in different areas of my home for my Valentine's Day decor, but they are also going to work for my spring decor as well. I need to get a few pieces washed up in the washing machine. I'm also going to do a little DIY, kind of like painting on some of these pieces to incorporate into this decor as well. So I want to go ahead and get all that going so that it can be washing and the paint can be drying while I'm getting some of the other pieces put out. So y'all know that I bring home a lot of thrifted linens, and laundry sauce has been great for that. It just makes the whole process feel a lot more luxurious, and everything comes out smelling so fresh. When you're thrifting things like bedding, tablecloths, or vintage linens, you definitely want something that cleans well and still feels gentle. Laundry sauce does just that, and I love how easy the pre-measured pods are to use. There is no guesswork at all. I'll usually add their in-wash scent boosters or dryer sheets, and everything comes out so clean, soft, and the scent lasts for a really long time, which makes such a difference with thrifted finds. I also wanted to mention that they also have several different scents to choose from, but I chose Egyptian Rose. Thank you so much to Laundry Sauce for partnering with me today. If you want to elevate your laundry routine, scan the QR code on the screen or use my link and code in the description box to try Laundry Sauce for yourself. I'm going to go ahead and cut some of these very long stems that I picked up at Hobby Lobby so that they will fit into some of my thrifted vessels and different things like that. And now I want to go ahead and get started on my paint projects again, so those can be drying while I'm doing some of the other decorating. I have this little thrifted heart garland that I'm going to take apart and also paint, and then I'm going to put some new string on it. It turned out so cute. So here are some of the little beaded hearts that I got at Hobby Lobby. I was also told that several people found these at the Dollar General and the Dollar Tree. I got this little paintbrush at Walmart. I had people asking me the last time I used one just like this where I got it. You can get it at Walmart. They are very inexpensive. And I'm just going to take and dab this paint on some of these little wooden beaded things here, and I use mine just in a couple of different places that you will see here shortly. And I also have this wooden heart that I got at Hobby Lobby, and y'all, I tried painting this like I don't know how many different colors. I just was not loving it. So at the end you will see that I do end up painting it like almost an off-white. I'm going to take this little thrifted angel. I think this is so cute, so I do paint that several different times, and I do tone down that bright color there, and it ends up looking really cute as well. Like I said, the little wooden hearts gave me a little bit of trouble where that white was. I should have put some kind of primer or something there, but I just went over it several times and it ended up very pretty. Like I said, this heart here is what I thought I was going to leave it like, but then it was just too bold for me. I did not love it, so you'll see here in a minute how I toned that down. So now that I've got all my stuff washing and clean and my paint painted and drying, I'm going to start doing just a little bit of the decorating over here at my coffee bar, using, like I said, thrifted pieces and some old retail florals that I got at Hobby Lobby probably several years ago, and I absolutely love them. here's where I'm going to put that wooden heart. I'm using some of this stuff to keep the little holder from slipping, because as we do open and close the refrigerator, sometimes stuff wants to slip. But that's a little tip for you. Just use some of that little drawer liner grippy stuff, or stuff that you would put underneath a rug. As you can see from this view, you don't see all of that. But yeah, that's the color that I ended up using on that heart. I really toned it down, but I think it ended up matching all of my stuff so well. I'm going to take this chamber pot that has the most beautiful Valentine's colors in it, and I'm just going to place that up here on top of my hutch. That gives me just the soft little touch of Valentine's colors / spring colors that I wanted to use up here. It's not overbearing, it's not too much, but it's still romantic looking and beautiful just up here on the top. And like I said, it matches that heart that I painted so well. So in my Hobby Lobby haul, I showed that I picked up these little vine hearts over in the wedding section, and I did make me a little garland out of them, and I have them here in this window. I also picked up this picture at Hobby Lobby, and I love it. So I'm just going to get this windowsill all decorated. I love to decorate this windowsill here because I spend so much time here. This is a thrifted brass vase urn. So I'm going to take some of these yard sale roses and just kind of put them down in with this greenery, excuse me, and just give this, like I said, a very subtle little touch of that Valentine's look that I'm going for, and it kind of matches that picture. So I'm loving, again, how this little area turned out. I love this little thrifted matchbox, but I took my little salt and pepper shaker out, and I'm going to put some of these little butter pats that I got off of Whatnot down here in the bottom part and kind of display those. I think that's really pretty. And again, that's giving just a nice little touch of prettiness over there without just really overdoing it. I'm also going to use these brass candlesticks, some of these candles that I got for Christmas, and then some of these that I picked up at Hobby Lobby the other day. And I think just the colors in these also complement this picture and this whole area. And again, it is just so pretty to me. So here are my Walmart dish towels, and I am in love with these as well. The colors on these are exactly what needed to go in here with my decor. What I did is I took one of those beaded hearts just so I could have a little bit of a contrasting color and a little bit of Valentine's decor over here. And I just tied these, I just pinned these to the back of those towels so it wouldn't fall off. As you can see, I can open and close my oven. And I think this is just the sweetest little touch over here without really overdoing it very much. Here's where the other one ended up. I put it over here and just hung it on the side of my fridge where I keep my apron. And now we're just going to move over here to this other countertop. Here's a lot of those dried florals that I actually took out of that swag, excuse me. And I think it turned out really pretty as well. I have just one of those vine wreath little hearts kind of propped up back there in the back. Like I said, just giving that very sweet touch of Valentine's. So this punched tin with the hearts on it I thought was really cute. And I am using some of those florals out of that swag again that I took apart earlier. Like I was telling y'all, I was able to use pieces from that thing all over my house, and I thought that the color here went really well with the colors that are in the little picture there in the corner. So this little towel here that says love you a bushel and a peck, I got mine at Hobby Lobby last year, but I will tell you that they do have them again this year, at least at my Hobby Lobby they do. So if you like that, you may just check Hobby Lobby. Now we're going to work on just building a little vignette here for my island. I like to put things on a tray or just something that I can move on and off really easy. The silver tray, excuse me, you see is thrifted. The plate, the little pitcher, and the florals are from TJ Maxx, and then the little soft pink ones are from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to use some thrifted candlesticks and then some of those same candlesticks that I showed you earlier, just because that's kind of the color scheme I've got going on for my Valentine's Day decor. And here's how that turned out. Again, I can just move this out of my way really easily if I need to. That's why I like putting all of my things on something here at the island. But yeah, that's how that turned out. Now we are moving just to the kitchen table, and this big beautiful plant that you see me putting here in the middle, that's what started this whole Valentine's Day decor era I'm in. I actually got that at TJ Maxx on clearance for $20. It is absolutely beautiful. So just on the table, I'm going to use some simple things, some of those thrifted brass little coasters. Here's the piece of material that I had cut. I did not like it in my living room, so I am just going to drape it over one of the kitchen chairs here just to give that color that I'm loving. And also there is always somebody cold at my kitchen table, so that's perfect for somebody to just wrap around their shoulders or lay in their lap. And yeah, I'm just loving again how all the colors come together. I'm going to just give you an overview here of what inside my hutch looks like. There are so many thrifted pieces in here that it is unreal. So I just kind of used a lot of those inside my hutch. Again, here's some more little florals from Hobby Lobby and from that swag pick. And I just put those in this thrifted basket and have it hanging on the side of my hutch here. I really love how that looks. Now we are going to the living room, and I'm going to work on this corner hutch here in the living room and just place a few pinks, which is kind of outside of my comfort zone, but I've had these in my stash from something that I decorated last year or a few years ago. I don't know, but I'm just kind of mixing them in with some greenery so it's just not overbearing and too much. And here's how the little angel turned out. I think it's so cute. It's got a little bit more of a violet purpley looking color to me, but over here in this corner, it really just does not pop out too bad, and it does give a little bit of the color that I'm going for on some of the other things, so it helps kind of tie it in. I have another little bush, or I don't know what you call it, another one of these little bunches, I guess we'll call it, of florals, and I did get those at Hobby Lobby years ago, I believe. So I'm now going to take some of this thrifted eucalyptus, just because it kind of has that violet looking color that I'm really liking, and put it in that glass jug because I love to incorporate glass. And this is just how this little corner hutch turned out. I didn't do a whole lot over here, and I'm not 100% satisfied with how this looks, but we're just going to roll with it for now until after Valentine's Day, and then I will rework it. But it does help tie in all of the Valentine's Day decor colors just by having those couple of bunches of pink florals over here, and then just some of the violet, almost purple looking eucalyptus pieces in the glass jug. So behind my couch, I brought in these black shutter doors that used to hang over my buffet cabinet. I don't know, I just wanted to try something different. I also found this flower market sign out in my shed when I was looking for some florals, and I just forgot I even had it. And flower market, I mean, it's Valentine's Day, so it fits. I actually bought that back in 2022. That's what the tag said anyway. I'm going to hang this wreath here in the middle. I'm just not crazy about the wreath, but we'll work on that later. And then the garland with the hearts, I actually do like this. I restrung it up with the white so that it would kind of match with the flower market sign. But yeah, that's how that turned out. Now I want to work on kind of jazzing up my couch. So I did get some of these velvet pillowcases in the dusty rose color, and they make my couch look so pretty. Here's some of that material that we put out in the kitchen earlier, and it matches so well. I just love that these have the zipper. These were very inexpensive. I think I paid $9.99 for 2 of them. And I'm going to just take some of my thrifted pillows and arrange this all on my couch, and I think it turns out so pretty. I'm also going to to use my thrifted pillow that I just picked up a couple of days ago and kind of put that here in the middle. I think it kind of grounds everything over in this area. And then the most precious little heart pillow that I got at Hobby Lobby, we're going to put that on there. And I absolutely love this area too. It's one of my favorite spots with all of the Valentine's Day decor. Okay, so the one item that I am most proud of in this whole Valentine's Day decor decorate with me is this beautiful, heavy, stone-looking vase. I absolutely love it. It looks so high-end, but I only paid $5 for it. It is amazing. It just has that Valentine's look to it, you know. I put some Hobby Lobby florals in there, and then I picked up this little heart stick pick, whatever it is, at Hobby Lobby also the other day. It was only a couple dollars, and I think it looks really cute just kind of tucked down in those florals just to give that, I don't know, elevated Valentine's look. I'm taking a thrifted candle holder and putting in a Hobby Lobby candle, the little runner on the coffee table, and the ironstone plate, and the Living the Country Life book. Those are all thrifted, as well as the coffee table itself. This little brass bowl with these pears in it, those excuse me, are all thrifted, and I absolutely love this, y'all. No pun intended, but the vase right here, this is my favorite decor piece of all of my Valentine's Day decor stuff. I did go ahead and decide to look on Amazon for just a small little blanket that would kind of coordinate with the pillow covers and everything that I got. And I found this one here on the left, and it was only $9.99 as well. I just have it draped over my big chair here, and as you can see, it coordinates so well with all of the other colors that I've got going on. So moving over here to the fireplace, I did nothing to this wood heart here. I really like how it contrasted with my little tray back there, and it pops very nicely. Now, I want to talk about this beautiful garland, y'all, from Threshold at Target. I came across this on accident. This was $15, but it is stunning. This looks like such high-end decor right here, and I really could not believe that it was only $15. It matches all of my brass pieces, and I absolutely love how it's neutral, and it will just fit in every year at Valentine's Day flawlessly, no matter what colors I decide to use. So I used mine here on the mantle, and I just love how wispy and elegant it looks. It is just so pretty. So if you have not seen those yet, they are at Target. So I have my thrifted silver pitcher here that I'm going to put some of those Hobby Lobby picks in that I cut down, and I've just put kind of like the violet colors with some of the soft pinks, just trying to kind of mix it up a little bit. I'm also going to add some more thrifted candle holders or candlesticks, and then just put some of those Hobby Lobby candles in there. And I am also adding some of those dried florals that was in that swag earlier into this really tiny little silver creamer. I just love how primitive this looks, and I'm just going to place this on top of a thrifted little box on my mantle, and I think it looks just so petite and just so pretty. So this big crock here has this big blue heart on it. So I did turn it around, and I put all of those eucalyptus picks that were in that swag earlier in this big old crock. And I don't know if I should leave it like this or if I should turn it around. I don't know. The blue was kind of throwing me off with a lot of the, you know, pretty pinkish kind of colors I had going on for Valentine's Day. It didn't look terrible. Maybe I should have showed y'all a clip of it all together. But anyway, here's the mantle all put together, and y'all can let me know what you would do on that crock. while I was at Target on this day, I also found some more candles. I think that these are beautiful. I got these on the same day that I got that heart garland, and look how beautiful. I switched out my ones that are battery powered for these just until Valentine's Day is over because they are a little pink, and I just put them in my primitive looking candle holders here on each side of my TV. Now here is that wooden bowl that I showed y'all the other day in my Hobby Lobby haul. I just stapled some ribbon on the back so that I could hang this up on the wall. I think it looks so cute. And then I just added a little more ribbon around it just to kind of tie in with the colors that are on my kitchen table, just to kind of bring a little bit of that in the living room. I really, really love how this looks. It is just so feminine and so pretty, and it is definitely giving me all of the Valentine's Day vibes. So here's just a few more clips of the overall look of all of my Valentine's Day decor, and I tried to incorporate it into like my everyday decor. Some of this I want to use in spring also, so we'll just see how I work all of that out. But I am absolutely loving the color schemes and just everything that I've got going on for Valentine's Day. I think it's very romantic. I think it's kind of subtle, but you also get the point that I did decorate for Valentine's Day. I hope it gave you lots of ideas, lots of inspiration, so that if you want to decorate for Valentine's Day as well, you can. You may be asking yourself, where are the sheets that you thrifted the other day? Well, there's a little clip of it right there, y'all. They just did not work. They just would not work for me, so I did not use them, and that's just what happens sometimes. But anyway, y'all, we hope y'all have a wonderful evening. We love y'all, and I'll see you really soon with a brand new video.